still don't, but that is their streets and stuff are up, but that's because they have a personal pole to their house, that like behind their house or somewhere on their property, that got really messed up, so they're waiting for people to actually take care of that. That's on their property. Same with my brother, and said that we most likely have power because someone who lives on our street that he knows said that he has power, and he went out and looked at the houses around ours, and most of them had power. Some of them didn't, but they had really bad damage. So Brandon's gonna go over there at some point today and check. But Brandon, in other really good news, Brandon was able to come home last night. He came home around 6:45, 7. He stopped at our house to get a few street clothes because all I did was bring him work clothes. We all sat down and talked. He like debriefed on the last few days or whatever, and then we went to bed. And he's off today. He's gonna go to our house and obviously check on the power, and he's going to do some work to our fence. I gotta contact our insurance company again. I'm about to leave work now. It is so freaking hot. Today was my first day back, and they sent me downtown. I'm about to leave work now. It is so freaking hot outside. I got sent downtown because my branch is still not open and probably won't be open tomorrow either. I heard that there was a lot of damage to the building and there was some debris in it and it smells really bad. I don't know who's been in there, that's just what I've heard. Which doesn't have AC, there's no air conditioner. They barely have like power to power certain things. Like not all the lights work. We kept having them off anyway because it was so freaking hot. Only certain computers work. The microwave doesn't work, but there is water and thankfully the fridge is on. And work did provide lunch for us right over here. There's a few restaurants down here that are open. Before lunch it was fine. After lunch I was dying. Like it got so humid and so hot in there. I tell you, like my brain was not functioning well. I forgot to give people their IDs back. I'm already hear this or they asked for it. I'm like, wait, how did you want this back, sort of thing. And we had fans going behind us and stuff like that, so it was hard to hear. Alright, so I'm about to pull into Brandon's grandma's neighborhood. I haven't been able to see the damage to her house yet, but it's like gone, and it's literally the first one when you turn in here. Oh dear God. He's here looking at the damages. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so I wanted to come and see it. Just from the front, you see that tree. Damn. Birthday of all days, so that really sucks, but he was able to get a bunch of photo albums. He's gross with fiberglass and all that stuff covered on him. Our neighbors got sick and tired of waiting, and we're all out there in our neighborhood cutting down the trees and stuff to get our entrance to our neighborhood clear, because it wouldn't, like, because no one had touched it. No one had touched our neighborhood at all to get our entrance cleared. So apparently the neighbors were out there doing it because they got tired of freaking waiting. On the other side of the street have power, we do not. So it is day 6 post Hurricane Helene, and possibly day 6 without power. So I just got off work and I'm actually headed to my house now. Laundry yesterday at my in-laws, and I'm going to go home and fold it and put it away and only bring back what we need. Then I'm gonna go over to Brandon's grandparents' house and take another shower because there is a air boil, because it's toxic, but they live in a different county. Boil alert, so I'm gonna shower there. There again, Brandon is put in for 48, so even if they told him that he could go home at 6 tomorrow, he's most likely just gonna stay for voluntary overtime to stay for 48 and to come home on Friday. I am turning onto my neighborhood now, and I'm gonna see, because oh yep, I can tell they moved it. Oh my God, see, and as far as I'm aware, this was not done by an electrical company. This was done by our neighbors because it's been 5 days and we are tired of waiting. See, the power line's still down for people to get here. We do not have power still. I did see a couple houses down the street with their porch lights on, so I know that they have power. So oh well, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. It is pretty hot in my house. I got a portable fan going. My window's open upstairs. I just folded all the laundry and put it away. And I have this small hamper. This is Emery's hamper that I put the dirty clothes I was wearing today, so I can take it back to her house because there's no telling how long we're still going to be there. And a few more clothes for me and my daughter, and I brought an extra pair of shoes just in case I need them.
This is our little setup at my in-laws. So this is like the guest room / image room. It used to be their youngest son's room, and we got some bags and our dirty clothes, my work clothes out for tomorrow, my dog. Got word from my husband, he texted me a few minutes ago, our power company, stating that our estimated power restoration is now pushed back to October 7th, which we figured it was gonna get pushed back because they have not started and there was just no way it was gonna get done. Also taking what they say with a grain of salt, because a ton of people have gotten like same messages, different dates, give or take a few days, and some are saying they already had power restored even though they got that message. So I honestly have no idea when we're gonna get power. My branch is finally back open, the one that I typically normally work at. I'm really surprised that it is open. My manager went and cleaned it out with a few people earlier this week and was telling me the damages. She thinks that it flooded in the drive-thru, although there's no more water. They cleaned out the fridge and everything because there's a really bad smell, and a part of the ceiling near one of our entrances like collapsed and fell through. One of the branches is like that too, so I haven't been in there since, so I'm going to see how it is tomorrow morning. We hope that we have AC and full power, but I know one of the branches downtown that I was at 2 days ago open, but they have minimal power and no AC, so hopefully that won't be our situation. I was at our main office branch, water for half the day, but they ended up getting it back. They didn't have water yesterday either, so I'm grateful we didn't have to use the bucket system anymore for the water, but they did have power, full power and AC, so that was beautiful. But I was basically just an extra person there because they were fully staffed. They didn't have a drawer to give me, so I was just running cashless deposits, so basically just depositing checks for people or filling out slips if they need it. But we honestly have not been that busy. A lot of people don't know we're open. Predicting to be really busy, but it just went the exact opposite. But then again, with the more and more time goes on, the more and more people are going to try and get back to normal, so we'll see how tomorrow and Friday goes, especially given that we'll be back at my branch, and my branch was the only branch that wasn't open in our entire region. Fog. It is thick, my God. Woo! A lot of down stuff over here. Power lines over there. See that there? Lights still out. Four-way stop. This is trying to get on the highway from down here. Those ones are down. This is at one of the exits, or close to the exits, that I've been taking lately to take my daughter to childcare. See that? Now, the day of the storm, this was really bad. Power lines and stuff all on the ground, and they've cleared all that up, but obviously those trees and that stuff crushing the paneling is not a priority at the moment, and I wouldn't expect so, as long as it's not blocking anything and no power lines are on it. So I'm still not going to drive anywhere that's not a necessity, so they can get all this work, and it's better, it's safer for them if you're off the roads while they're working on all this stuff. So I only use my car for necessities and that reason, although gas is not a huge issue anymore. A lot of gas stations are open, and I think the panic for that is over. I think the big issue now that's becoming is the food, because now the ports are closed on the East Coast, which is really not the time for this, but I understand why it's happening and why they're doing it. Just given our state of emergency and the disaster and everything that we're going through, it sucks. It's just bad timing is all. The stores are basically out of everything. They're cleaned out. We are still getting some trucks in and people are still putting stuff out, but it's kind of hard to find like baby products, water, toiletries and stuff like that. It can get pretty scary. I ordered my daughter's like diapers and wipes and products like that, and we're actually starting a potty train, so we'll be using pull-ups from Hello Bello online, so it gets delivered. And as far as I'm aware, the mail has been running, or at least some of the mail, because I got my Shein order at my house yesterday. So after I folded clothes, I took the extra fall and Halloween decorations out and started decorating my house with Amazon packages have delivered. Some are still delayed. I'm assuming it depends on where it's from, but the mail is running. It is 1 week past from the date the storm hit. It is Thursday, October 3rd, and it's pretty devastating to see all this debris and stuff still out and all this damage. I mean, obviously everyone's working as hard as they can. I've never seen this in my entire life, and we've had storms and we've had a bunch of different things, but it's just so weird to see this much damage. Like, I'm literally stopped in front of a tree because it's not moved off the road yet, and
it's one way, so you have to wait for people to go before you can go. It's been blocked since Friday, and I don't think they even got it done until Sunday, so people can even get through that entrance.
This is what this entrance looks like. All of that and all that right there that has that lane blocked. That house is torn up. Power line on the ground. This has been like it since it happened. They finally got the trees out of the way, and there was a power line that was literally hanging down. So people were going in that driveway right here. You see the tread marks, like me and Brandon had to do it. There's a lot right here because his truck wouldn't fit because the power line was hanging over the road, and he would have snagged it. So most people were going through that cut. This road's still pretty bad. It sucks because when we first went down here the first couple times, any house that could have a tree on it basically has a tree on it. I know that some have been fixed. I just passed one that has been patched.
Tree down in their entire front yard, uprooted. That one, crazy. All this debris, it's insane. It is still covering that house. My branch now, and you can see there's blue patches on it from whatever's falling in it. I am back at my branch today, you guys. I don't know how. We didn't think it was going to be open until next week. I'm nervous to go in there, but here we go. But I'm really, really, really excited that I am at my own branch and home finally, because I've missed it. And I was a rover for 2.5 years, but I haven't been a rover in 4. So I just feel weird now about it. Like going to other branches, like I feel like I'm intruding and I have no idea what's going on or how they do things or how they run things, and it's just weird. So I like knowing what I'm doing and being at my own home. This debris. This used to not be here. It's so weird to not have the freaking tree right there. It uprooted all of that. Y'all, look at this, y'all. This is the entrance I normally take to work. There's a tree completely blocking it, and on the other side is another tree that's half blocking it. Get around it, but you can't get around this tree. You're like, oh, surprise. It is so bad. Work was real busy today. The other branches I've gone to, it wasn't busy like at all, but for some reason our branch was just, which is good. I got to see a lot of our regulars and check on them and make sure they were okay. And we were able to catch up on a lot of our paperwork. We couldn't get everything done, but it was nice. It felt really, really good to be back at my station and know exactly what I was doing and have control of everything and just feel in charge. And I love that feeling. So yay. We did have full power, full AC. I was actually freezing in there. I had a blanket on my legs and a cardigan over my arms because our AC was on full blast. There are certain parts of our branch that kind of smell a little bit, especially in our drive-through, because it's like it's not underground, but it's below level. It's kind of weird to explain, and the carpet in there was soaked, as well as our like night drop. So it kind of smells like mildew down there, and they either really need to clean that carpet. I think they need to replace it because it's really old anyway. Finally taking care of that tree that was all up in the road. And you guys, I actually had service. I mean, it says LTE, not 5G, but at least it doesn't say SOS. Still do not have power though. That's okay. Noticed a couple more tree people out here, so a lot of the debris has been picked up since yesterday. And still all the power lines are down. From the time that I left my house this morning till 6 o'clock at night, they have opened this road up to 2 lanes. From all that debris being over here, they've cleaned it up. Emmy is not happy at the moment. The power lines are still down, but this, with all the trees out of the way, it means that they can work on the power lines, which is really good news. They've started cleaning up over here, and look, we got a power guy doing a power line. That's awesome. That tree's still uprooted, but everything is off of the road. There's some more power people down there. Look at that bad boy. My sweet girl. She woke up at 4 o'clock and ended up in the bed with me. He's gotta go because I've got to go to work. Hi, baby. You stretching? Is that good juice? Is it good juice? Good morning, guys. It is Friday, so it is exactly 1 week post the ending of Hurricane Helene, and everyone was able to go out and see everyone's damages. I just dropped my daughter off with my mom, and I'm looking at this side of town because I haven't been down on this road in a few days, and they have done a lot of work, and I am very impressed and very excited to see things starting to go back to normal. It's still going to be a very long road.
This is one road. You can see a couple trees down over here and on that side, but most power lines are up over here. There are still a lot of traffic lights that are out when you get further down this way. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is our mall over here, and it's basically our headquarters for all of the trucks and stuff. So they've been stationed over here all week, all the electrical trucks and stuff. I have not seen this many electrical trucks in my entire freaking life, but that's their home base, really. It's a pretty big parking lot, so they've just been parking there. Well, hello, True.
Oh my god, you guys. So I'm on lunch and I'm headed to go grab something out. A few more restaurants are open and we just got paid, so I'm gonna try and go get something really cheap and quick because I forgot I didn't bring anything with me. I only have snacks. But my husband's grandparents decided to go into our neighborhood. Text message, and he said, be careful when you go into your neighborhood because some idiot with a tractor trailer decided to get their truck snagged, like caught on one of the remaining lines that were up and a pole that was not down, and snapped it. Dude, are you joking? Now, he did say that they were working in our neighborhood, which is freaking amazing. So we do have electricians there working to fix the damage that was caused by the hurricane, but this guy just decided to make it worse and add more work to them. And I hope they're going to fix that too, considering it wasn't actually caused by the storm. Instead, it means that we possibly will be getting our power back on. I doubt it will be back on today for this weekend. The latest they did say with the updated text message was Monday evening. They're working on it, and some of the videos that I've showed you, not everywhere, but I see progress, and that is something.
Let's go to Bunkin.
This is my first time going into a store since everything happened. Thank you, Starbucks. Someone on our roof. Our Kroger is stocked. I was worried about people not being able to find food and stuff, and diapers and wipes, and I was like, Kroger got them. At least this Kroger does. Ooh, patches. Alright guys, I'm turning into my neighborhood, and I'm so excited to see what they've done. So far, nothing right here. Okay, well, I wonder which one that tractor trailer pulled down, but this is the one that's been down since, you know, everything. Maybe they were working in the back half. Like, I feel like maybe they were working on that because that's different. This stuff is still really low. There's a line moving there. Okay, they worked right here because that pulls up and that pulls up, I think. Y'all, everything's running together. I don't even know if those were up or if they were not. Guys, we do have some progress though. They removed the tree over here that was there and had fallen onto his house. So that's gone. All of that right there is that tree that was on that fence. I don't have power, you guys, but at least they started, and I have no idea which power line that tractor trailer took down, but hopefully they're gonna fix that too.
I just noticed all of this. So that's the tree stump. You can see the trail where they did this, and I just noticed that thing went through our yard. This really sucks because we've been trying really hard to regrow this grass because it was dying from the sun because of how hot it is here in Georgia, and it's ruined. Her grass is ruined. There's so much dirt. So Emery's birthday party is supposed to be a week from tomorrow, and I don't think that's happening. Oh. Guys, they're fixing over there with the big huge tree that I was showing y'all yesterday. Yes. Progress. Oh my god, that's a lot of power trucks. No, baby. No.
can you reach the outside door handle, but you can't reach the one in here? Almost getting dressed.
More?
Two.
Thank you.
Two.
Yeah.
Oh, two.
You want to give it? Thank you. Guys, we got more power trucks. We're headed to my mom's. We just left my grandparents and hung out there for a few hours. We haven't had a chance to check on them or see them since everything happened.
It is Saturday, 8 days post Hurricane Helene, and 8 days without power. Good thing though is that we did have family members go through our neighborhood today. They told us that they are putting up power poles as we speak. They are working on it, so that makes me feel good.
Cannot thank my in-laws enough for allowing me to stay with them, me and Emmy, while we are going through this mess. And I'm grateful that I have that family. And I'm also really, really grateful that things are starting to get back to normal. A little over a week after the really bad hurricane, tornadoes, strong winds, hail, all of that stuff. And we are looking up. It's going to take forever to get debris and stuff picked up in our town, actually not looking like a war zone. The main big things have been accomplished. We've got some more, and good news, you guys, my parents have power. They brought them a pole last night and they put it in the ground today.
I can't see it. If you move the blind, she will fly. Ah! I think you should go get some cat food. If I open that door, she's gonna go away too. Yep. Hi, Mr. Cardinal.
Get them working. I don't know if you can see in my back windshield. All the way back there.
Doing lots of work here too. Oh god, I forgot getting a lot of jumps are falling out of the churches. They just ran over a cone. Okay.
There's more of them coming.
Alright, you guys, I'm turning into my neighborhood and I see. I'm so excited. See, and they even cleared this out, so now it's 2 ways instead of 1 way. Really careful, really slow, because they're getting... Oh no, look at him in the tree.
Yesterday. Yay. There's a power pole. The tree that was on that power pole is now gone. Look at that one. There and there. Some progress, you guys. It's so exciting. Still no power Saturday, October 5th at like 4 o'clock, but that is okay because you saw them out there on their trucks working their booties off. So probably by tomorrow, maybe even late tonight, we'll have it. But I'm not going to be staying here tonight, so I wouldn't know. You guys, I think we have power, or I know we have power because the lights are coming on, but I can't figure out how to trip the breaker. It won't stay on. This is our breaker, and this is the main thing, the main service. Light is on. You heard the stuff in the kitchen go off. You heard the washing machine. But the more I try and push it over to get the click on, it won't stay, and it makes that buzzing noise. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're not gonna worry about it tonight because Brandon's on a 24 and I would need to stay here for at least a few hours just to make sure no house doesn't catch on fire, because a lot of that's been happening when people have been getting the electricity back on with damage or something to the wires.
Alright, so that pole that was over there when I came into the neighborhood is no longer there, so they definitely put something up.
Some work here because this line was not that long, so I think they just ran this. That pole up right there. These ones are all out here still working. They got a pole. Oh, maybe they're just working more up here. Ah, hey, there's some more. They're fixing the main one up there. There's like 8 electrical trucks in my neighborhood, and they are working so freaking hard. Little nervous because Brandon was telling me when I called him about the box that the buzzing noise he said was the most likely the air conditioner coming on, but I couldn't get it to latch. I couldn't get it to click and stay in place, so it's making me nervous that it could be either I'm not strong enough to do it, which I don't see why I wouldn't be. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, it is a really old breaker box, or there could be a short or something as to why it won't click. So that makes me really nervous. You close too tight. We need to get some new clothes for Grandma's house. Not yet. She's not ready. We have a 2-year-old, you guys. Okay, so update. I was able to get some sleep, much needed sleep, because I have not slept well at all over the past week. But about our power situation, so we had a family member go over there and check it out for us. And my brother had called and told me, because I don't really know anything about this kind of stuff because I've never been put in those kinds of situations. My brother told me that buzzing noise sounded like a short in the system and not the air conditioner like my husband had thought. And that if you turned off every single one of our lights, like the smaller ones, off individually, and then turn the breaker on, and then turn every single one of the smaller notches on individually by itself, then it would work fine. So we had a family member go over there and do that, and it completely worked. So that's amazing. That's great. It makes me feel a lot better. I was honestly nervous about the short anyway, because I was like, well, if there's a short, I mean, yeah, it works, but does that mean something's going to spark and catch on? What's going to happen? And he was like, no, most likely not. And if there is a short, it's most likely the electricity that we have going to our shed out back, the one that was kind of destroyed, was there before we moved in, and then we kind of just replaced it, like we rebuilt it, but there was electricity going to the shed already. So if there is a short, it's most likely that. And if it is, we'll just cut it off completely. With my in-laws, and I'm going to pack up all my stuff, and we are going to head back to our house, and I'm going to have a said family member meet us there to help me get everything turned on, because I'm really scared that something is going to catch on fire, something's going to spark, because I have to deal with it by myself. And I think I'd feel better if it was just me, but the fact that I have my daughter with me, a toddler, it makes me more nervous for her safety as well, because I want to make sure everything's done correctly. I'm a little sad, but I'm also grateful. But just because you're grateful and thankful for something doesn't mean that you can't still be sad or upset about something. Because Brandon was only supposed to work like 8 to 6 today, and then his chief asked him to stay instead, and I'm not happy about it. And he obviously called to make sure it was fine, but I don't want to tell him no, because I mean, that's money that we need. He's out there serving and helping the community, people that are in way more in need than us. For a second, because I wanted to show you guys this. Look, more progress. There are first responders out there who have way worse damage than we do and need to get to their family. So those people were most likely sent home, which is why he was asked to stay. It is what it is. So unfortunately, he's not going to be home, and that was also a comfort thing for me that I preferred today, given that it was the first day back in our home in over a week. And in our house is still going to be a really, really great feeling, but just being nervous about the damages and stuff, and not wanting to be in a house while it burned down, trying to protect myself and our child, was just, I don't know, it's just a fear in the back of my head, which is probably not gonna happen. Comfort thing that I wanted him home with me tonight. I visit my friend real quick because my mom's still driving, and this is one of her neighbors. The essential soda, yogurt milk, flaming hot Cheetos, and body soap.
That, and there's like metal tubing that goes down this chimney.
Look at this crap. This is attached to my friend's house. This tree fell on it. And the motherfucker's still alive. Meaning they got power. They house gonna catch on fire.
The whole crew and me sleeping. We are headed back home. Yay! Good.
guys, they're still working today, but I'm in my neighborhood. I see another pole. I hear my dog in the back. That one. There they are. Look at all the pretty poles that are up. The one picking up stuff on there.
God, y'all, this entire house is covered in blue tarp. Oof. We are home, and look. We have power. You can see the time on that. Fridge is on. You guys, I never thought I'd be so happy to be able to do a load of laundry in my whole life. And we have AC. I'm gonna get my house back together, put sheets on my bed, put all this stuff away. Emery is, thank God, napping, so I'm able to do all this. Actually brush my hair because this is horrible, even though it's like 4 o'clock. And it's fine. I finally put on some clean pajamas because I was wearing the other clothes for almost 24 hours.
Watch your step. Good job.
Decided to go take a walk. We're gonna go in the backside of our neighborhood because I haven't seen it at all yet. Now, it's over a week. It's almost 9 days post the hurricane and post all the damage and stuff. So I'm probably, a lot of it's been picked up, but I didn't go down this road at all. Reception still, I mean, I can send text messages and receive calls. Internet and stuff like that is not up yet, and social media and stuff won't load. Only 6:30, so I'm trying to keep her busy because we don't have BLUEY access. Okay, it keeps buffering on my phone, so in certain places in my house it works, but in others it doesn't. Holy crap. So we are just gonna walk, keep her busy till night time. Just walked past this.
Got more trees, more debris.
More trees.
That one. This house next to me, they had a lot of damage up there, and they still have a generator going. Some stuff up there. It was like most of these houses and places have been able to get all of their debris and stuff out of the way, hence the huge logs and pieces of woods and the tree stumps. There's 2 of them right there.
Outside. All right, you guys, it is about 7 o'clock, Sunday, October 6th. It is 9 days post Hurricane Helene, 8 days, something like that. I think that we're gonna end our hurricane experience here. Our power is back on. We are settled back into our home, and we basically start our normal routine tomorrow. The city of Augusta was hit hard. All the CSRA was. It was definitely the worst storm that people who have lived here for 50, 60 years have ever seen. Same for myself. I expected it to be what it was, but we are very, 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 very grateful and thankful to have what we still do. My family was very blessed to get off with what we did compared to thousands upon thousands of people who lost their homes and vehicles and lives to this tragedy. Whole towns don't exist anymore. So even though Augusta was hit very hard, we are very blessed to still be here. Definitely makes you think about everything that we take for granted on a daily basis. Like, you couldn't just go down the road and get a cheeseburger. Hell, Friday morning, I couldn't even get out of my neighborhood to go to work because we were trapped. People were trapped in their homes by trees and couldn't get out for days. Even though I'm literally walking up to my house and I can see through my backyard because we no longer have a fence, I am very blessed, grateful, and thankful to have our lives and to even still have a house and a form of transportation, which thousands do not. Thank you guys for coming along and watching all the destruction and things around our town, getting a feel for it and watching our experience with it. But say thank you guys for joining us. Say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye. We will see you guys in our next